stuck in my mind. But human thinking doesn't change that much. It's static. How people react to events, whether they're military leaders, political leaders, or ordinary people, that is pretty much set. Our brains have not evolved the way technology has. Talk about that. I found that absolutely fascinating and true.
Well, my point is that tremendous changes of technology over the last 25 years, 50 years, 100 years. I mean, look at how warfare has already been upended because of the appearance of drones on the battlefield. I mean, the big lesson from the ongoing war in Ukraine is the power of unmanned aerial vehicles, drones. But what I argue and what I said to you was that even though technology has changed, the one constant is humans. That human beings, what makes us happy, angry, sad, upset, is no different than what made our grandparents or our great-great-great-grandparents happy, upset, angry. And so although history doesn't repeat itself, because human beings are a constant in the unfolding of life and history, that is the one thing that hasn't changed. And I think my point was, that's why if you're really going to be successful as a diplomat, as a politician, as a person, you got to have empathy. You've got to be able to be empathetic and be able to understand how someone else is thinking about an issue.
Yeah, it seems to me like that is perhaps the fruit of your lived experience, but also the fruit of some study of history. And I'm wondering, given all that you've done in your career, where you think we are as a society and the way we value the study of history today.
We don't study history enough. We should study it a lot more. I think, for example, the United States could have avoided a lot of problems in Afghanistan if we'd studied the experience of the Soviets in Afghanistan and the British in Afghanistan. Look, I believe in American exceptionalism. I think America is an exceptional country. I feel very lucky to live here, but we've made some mistakes. And we could do a lot better as Americans if we would study history so that we could better understand how other people think about things. The other thing that I'd leave you with is we don't do enough worst case scenario building. We go in with a decision, but what we really need to do is decide what's the worst case here that can happen. Hey, we think this is going to work, but what if it doesn't? So, for example, suppose we're not able to destroy the Iranian nuclear program. What happens next? What's the worst case scenario? Have we planned for this? And I think that's one of the lessons. And by the way, you should be worst casing everything in your own decisions in life.
I think that's great advice. And I got to tell you, Fred, this has been a great conversation. We're so grateful to you for spending some time with us. But that is all the time we have this week for Story in the Public Square. If you want to know more about